Hey, beautiful people. This is Jai with Clicks the Keys Realty. And I just wanted to take you guys on a drive with me to a new community. They're fairly new. They're breaking ground. They're called Grange, and it's in Waller County. And I kind of just wanted to show you guys what's between. Right now, I'm coming out of Elyson and Katy, and we're about to get on 99. But I wanted to kind of tell you what was between here and the actual new community. Um, as you can see, we're traveling from Elyson, and Elyson is building up. It's becoming a booming side of town. They have the Targets and the all the different types of eateries and restaurants. But on this journey here, which it shouldn't take us too long, we ran into a little bit of traffic, but not much. But on the way, you have so many different stores and eateries and businesses, small businesses, um, that could kind of help you along your way if you decide to move out to this area. Another thing too, and I'll follow back up and show you guys, there is a street. I'm taking the highway road to get there a little quicker and to, of course, avoid any stoplights or anything like that. Again, even though I run into traffic, but that's okay. That's Houston for you. The map decided to take me from 99 to I-10, but there's also a street named Franz, Franz. I did not think the street opened up to go back to the neighborhood that we're going to, but I later found out that it does. So, if you decide to go that way, you definitely can, and I'll kind of show you here once we get over to that area of what I'm talking about. But in traveling over to the neighborhood, I kind of just want to tell you what all you have at your hands here as far as businesses. Again, I told you about the Target. I told you about the Target that's over there. It's very nice. It's pretty new. And on the other side, as we're traveling along, you may not be able to see it, but there's things like Walmart. There's a Walmart over here. We're actually going to pass by two Walmarts, to be actually three. You have a Walmart on 99 in Morton. You have a Walmart in the Katy Mills area. I'll talk more about that. And you also have a Walmart going further off into I-10. Another thing that I like about over here, I don't know if you're a Texas local, you probably know about it, but there's a grocery store called Jovi's. Jovi's is a subsidy of HEB. If you know, you know. Jovi's has some of the cheapest prices, especially right now when we're living in a world of inflation. Jovi's is an awesome grocery store, so definitely take a look. That Jovi's is located off of Clay Road and Fry. Another place that I want to talk about is something called NIS Auction. I don't know if you guys know about that. NIS Auction is a place where you can go online and bid on different items. Everything from TVs to blinds, picnic tables, anything you can think of. They have electronics. They have everything. You can bid online, and the actual place that you go to pick up your items is on 99, and it's between Morton and Clay on the northbound side of 99. I was playing around on the internet one night, and I purchased something, and I really needed it for like a party I was throwing for my son. And I went on my lunch break to find the place and could not find it. At the time, they had the address behind the Walmart on Morton Road, and I could not find it to save my life. I think they've updated it and decided to give it the correct address, so it actually sits on the side of 99 between Morton and Clay. Another place that I want to tell you about, I had a personal experience. It's this place called the American Eyeglass Wear. One day my son came home and broke his glasses. And unless you know someone personally, I was panicking because I'm like, who's gonna, fix these glasses? And this was like on a Wednesday. He needs his glasses. I Googled this place and found this place again called the All-American Eyeglass Wear. It sits on 99, but you have to get off on Clay Road to turn into the strip center. This guy fixed my son's glasses in an hour. And on top of that, he takes HSA cards. And that's a plus on my list. He also has other designer frames, and he can take your prescription and give you frames of his. Not give you, but you can purchase frames, and he has different types of transitional lenses and things. Great guy. Check him out for all your eyeglass needs. So we're still on 99. Let me tell you a little bit more about what's on 99 as we're coming up towards I-10. You have a plethora of stores on the left side, which is the southbound side. You have things like Kroger. You have restaurants. It's a Michael's over there. You have restaurants like Bubba 33, Noodle Master, Culver's, Farmer's Fridge, Tico Bowls and Tacos, Renzi Pizza. You have all kinds of PJ's Coffee, Black Rock Coffee, all types of little stores in there. There's a Pandora store over there as well. There's also, you got your banks over there. You got cleaners over there. There's a bunch of different things that's over in that parking lot. And looks like now we're coming up on I-10. We're coming up on I-10 here. And a lot of people say we drive really fast. And a lot of people say we drive really fast in Texas. To each his own. We need to, keep it moving. As we keep it moving, I'm about to get on I-10 going west, which is the direction of the community we're going to. Now, I-10 going west puts you right at I-10 and 99. And again, a lot of different things you have right in your neighborhood. 2 to 3 minutes. Well, maybe not 2 to 3 minutes, but a couple of miles. It doesn't, you don't have to go into the city of Houston to have a good time or to explore some of the things. You have Andretti's, which is an indoor cart place directly diagonal. If you're looking at a map, diagonal across, you have Main Event. They actually just put a beauty supply store over there too. Also in that parking lot, in that vicinity, you have a Costco. I just got a Costco card, and Costco has changed my life. Another thing, they have a movie theater over there. You have crawfish areas, crawfish restaurants. There's another place that I would like to mention. There's something called F45 training at Morton Ranch. But before I mention that, on the right side, you're looking at Memorial Hermann. You have access to Memorial Hermann. They have a whole medical plaza over there. You have access to Methodist. the West Campus, which is further down going back east on I-10. And you also have Texas Children's Hospital, which is also further west. Memorial Hermann sits right at 99 and I-10. And I also know they have a like a physician's doctor's office into kind of off of Pin Oak on the left side of I-10. I used to go to a PCP over there. But we're coming up I-10. You have an In-N-Out burger over here. And let's not forget about Katy Mills Mall, Katy Mills Outlet Mall. Katy Mills Outlet Mall has been in Houston over 20 years. Anything you need, they got it. Let's just say that. And within the Katy Mills Mall parking lot, there's also a plethora of eateries. You have a Walmart across the street from Katy Mills parking lot. And you also have Typhoon, Texas. Typhoon, Texas is an outdoor water park that people travel far to come to, because we used to only have like one water park, and that was two, Splash Town and Water World, back in the Astroworld days for my old school H-Town people. But now Typhoon, Texas has become really popular, and I would say take a look at their website, because I know that they have nighttime activities for people of a certain age, and they also have family activities too. So definitely take a look at that. We're passing now, and there's also a movie theater in Katy Mills Mall. I know around COVID we were kind of iffy about going to the movies, but things are picking back up, so definitely take advantage of that. Now, one thing I did have to double check was to make sure this community, what county this is in, because Katy actually can take up 3 counties. It can take up, it's part of, Katy has a portion in Harris. Katy has a portion in Fort Bend, but this part of Katy is actually in Waller County. I found this community just by scrolling, and I said, hey, let me go out there and take a look and see what it's about, because I do know when we came out of the parking lot, we were on a street we call here in Houston 529. And I tried to go as far back on 529 as I can, and it kind of starts to turn into, you have the pavement, and then you start to kind of turn into the dirt road, and they're still building back there. Which is a great thing. And I'm going to do some more research for you guys to let you know about the newer communities and what they're building. But this particular community, when I was speaking to one of the sales team, they said this was only their second weekend there at the time of filming this video. So they are fresh. And I also want to show you guys later, once I get there, how you can tell they're fresh, because they've only gotten one section of the neighborhood up. So as I'm turning off of a street called Buc-ee's Parkway or something like that. And the world famous Buc-ee's, there's Buc-ee's. When this Buc-ee's first opened, I actually stayed off of I-10 and Highway 6. And I would just go to the Buc-ee's just to get something to eat. Everybody loves it. It's crazy. I would go to Buc-ee's to get something to eat, but when I'm traveling, I can't stand to stop. Let's go. If we need gas, we can get it and let's go. But we do not need to stop in the Buc-ee's just to be mesmerized. But they do have great bathrooms. But there's the Katy Buc-ee's, and also behind here, there's a lot of different warehouses. And actually, if you go down a little further on I-10, I always say I know I'm out of my zone once I pass the Igloo warehouse. So there's a lot of different warehouses and things around here. And we all know most of the time warehouses are always hiring for jobs and things of that nature. So definitely take a look at what's in the area, and things of that nature. Now, the map took me this way. I'm really curious as to why the map took me this way, and probably, of course, because it was the quicker way there. But now I know about the street named Franz. I will definitely try to get there from an alternate street, even if I have to deal with the lights. It's no issue. So as you come into the neighborhood, one thing that I like, and it tells me a lot, is the landscaping. Now, the landscaping in this area, we're still driving to the neighborhood, but we're about to cross over the tracks. The landscaping in this area is very nice. I was actually driving like, oh my God, this is beautiful. And at this light, we're at 90. And we will go over the tracks here in just a minute. But it was a beautiful thing. Let's go over and let's cross over into the beginning of the neighborhood. So Cane Island. So what I do like, this neighborhood, Grange, actually sits behind Cane Island, which is I personally like to be ingrained in the neighborhood. I don't know, it's just me. But the greenery, you could definitely see that they take care of the neighborhood. They have all kinds of little walking trails, and we seen people jogging and things of that nature. Another thing that I also liked was that each little, look at those arches. And actually, as I was driving through there, I seen a yellow butterfly. That's just me symbolizing things. But anyway, each different neighborhood had like a little sign. There was some gated communities through there as well, but I didn't have time to just look too much because I wanted to get to actual Grange. So we're driving along here. We'll be getting to the main street here in just a minute. And again, whoa, don't go yet. It's very beautiful. I love how it sits here in the back. You would never know unless you actually look it up. Now, I'll tell you something else that I was told by the sales guy. As you drive in, there is an elementary school, and we'll pass by it here in a few. I think we're coming up on it now. It's called Robertson Elementary. And that's a good thing when you have the school in the actual neighborhood. But one thing the sales guy actually told me was that they're also building, I think he said by 2027, there will be a middle school and either a high school or another elementary school in the neighborhood. And that's always good, just to know that you'll have one right there in the neighborhood. But he definitely said that by 2027, there will be 2 more schools on site. So again, as I'm driving through, you see the homes that are already built. And there's the signs of the different little individual cut off neighborhoods. These homes are beautiful. These homes are simply beautiful. Did I stop? Yeah, I stopped. Going a little fast, but I stopped. Again, you can just tell that the neighborhood is really kept, well kept. Even before you get to where we're going, you can tell it's well kept. Now, I try to take you guys on a journey through the neighborhood to show that they're still building. But of course, if you've ever driven through a new neighborhood and they're actually doing construction, you kind of want to be a little careful with your tires, child, with your tires. So, and it's funny because coming out of this neighborhood doing this curve, I was like, wow, we're on a roller coaster, but we're coming through the neighborhood. And it also, even though it's kind of in the back of a neighborhood, it still it still sits back where it has its own little individuality. And they call it like a small town within a town. And if you kind of see back there, that's open area where they have not started building yet. So that again tells me that this neighborhood is brand spanking new. So I turn in, and even the signage is changed. Beautiful. So as you go in, again, you can even see by the road how it's kind of a bit dusty, but you can see how they're still building. It's still construction everywhere, and these homes are simply beautiful. Another thing that I noticed about these homes, they have a nice size front yard. That's one thing that I do like. They have nice size lots. And again, this here is a turnaround that I actually found. This has, as I'm turning around, I'm showing you guys the little park that they have inside the neighborhood. And again, they're going to, because they haven't completely built out the neighborhood yet. The sales guy actually told me that they will be building a lazy river. They'll be building gyms and things of such where you can go and have classes and things of that nature. It's really a community that they're putting a lot of work in. They had some signs. I seen some signs where some people were selling homes already. Again, all that construction, it's a lot going on. And this is just in the first phase. Have to be careful going through and making sure I don't get nothing on my tires and get no nails or anything like that. These homes are absolutely gorgeous. And if you stay with me here and stay on my channel, I'll show you the inside of 2 price points here. But as you can see, there are some sale signs, but these homes are absolutely gorgeous. And for the price point, the insides of these homes are enormous. I like how a lot of these houses have space between them too. You're not right next door to your neighbor, but you still have space. I love that. And they have a lot of different modern designs. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Now on this street, I can't go all the way through, but I can show you. There was somebody behind me at the time and he tooted his horn, so I really couldn't show you what I wanted to show, but I will turn around here in a few. My goal was to go to the back of the neighborhood where it's basically they're clearing out to start different phases to show you that you still have an opportunity. Here's a video. Here's a scene right here where they're building more. I think that's when the guy tooted his horn at me. So I had to turn around and just show you guys how much more they're building. Definitely share this video, tell a friend, comment what you want to see, or comment any questions. Text me. My phone number is in the caption. Email me if you're interested in this neighborhood. Again, this is in Waller County. They're building all that. They're building, and they have a long way to go. One of the sales guys told me that they plan on building for the next 7 years here. It's just beautiful. It's really beautiful. Go down, and I think I captured an area where you guys can see the extra where they're still building. They haven't even cleared the ground yet as far as grass, dirt. When you see the dead end streets, when you can't go any further, a regular car can't get back there, and I'm okay with that. I know where to stop. There was a nice waterfall there, a water trinket or whatever you want to call it. It was a little red, dirty red, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to filter that out. Again, nice, big, beautiful homes. Nice, big, beautiful homes. Okay. This was where you could actually see the place where they just haven't cleared it out yet. So more homes will be built back there. If the Grange is a community you're interested in, definitely contact me. My contact information is in the caption. See you later.